Good evening, Uganda. Now you are logged on to U24. Now we trust that every time you watch U24, you're inspired, you're motivated, and above all, you are educated. Now I tell you, you are logged on to the continent's leading intellectual platform. And I tell you, this is actually the highest platform for solution finding, The Desk. This is a discussion that is always worth hearing. This is a show that we are certainly and absolutely sure is going to impact the entire overview of the political, the social, and above all, the economic atmosphere of this country and the East African region as a whole. Now more than ever, I am Shadrach Shagaf Kisame. Ladies and gentlemen, with a few days to Women's Day, we thought as The Desk that, hey, why don't we give the women a chance? Let's appreciate and celebrate their efforts in investment. Ladies and gentlemen, this week on The Desk is a lady. We're going to be talking about female investment, how far it can go, why hasn't it gone so far, why are the men taking the front row seat, and all that on The Desk tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, every time it's Wednesday, it's all about The Desk. Now you can follow this discussion on our social media platforms. Keep the tweets, the Facebook messages thick and fast coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, on The Desk tonight is Remmie Male. She's the director for Dominion in the Marketplace. Everything to do about women and how they are empowered. This is the lady. She is beautiful, she is intelligent, she is flamboyant. Remmie Male. Now sit back, relax. Better yet, lean forward or even stand up if you are a girl child, because Remmie is on The Desk. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Shadrach.
Good to
oh
see
boy, when you introduced me, I wanted to meet myself. Who does that to a friend?
How are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you, Shadrach?
I'm very well. Now, guys, it's important to note Remmie was actually supposed to come on the show last year, and she went outside countries.
It wasn't. Is it as bad? Folks, I went to the United States and I just wanted to find out. It was culture synergies. Don't worry about it. Whichever secret I got from there, I'm going to share today.
Okay, now Remmie, you have done a lot of outreaches globally. You've met a lot of people and I respect you for that, yeah? So there's a girl child watching. There are a lot of women watching because, you know, we've been advertising for this show and people are seated back there, relaxed, more especially the ladies. And we're talking about how can they put their little money into something, yeah? But before we even go into that,
yes,
your general assessment, analysis about the investment atmosphere, like, is the country conducive for investment? Or so and you put in a business in Uganda? What is your assessment?
Okay, one of the things that I love most about women empowerment. Oh, by the way, my foundation for women empowerment is called Women of Valor Foundation, and we use mentorship, executive coaching, business training, and motivational talks to empower, inspire, and bring people into livelihood options.
Right.
But when it comes to the investment climate, I would say it is very ripe. It is very virgin. It is very potent.
We're talking about Uganda.
Yes, honey.
Okay.
We are one of the most endowed countries around the world. We have a lot of resources.
Right.
When it comes to resources, we have opportunities. We have.
Slow down. We have opportunities in Uganda for a girl out there.
Honey, let's backstep a little bit.
Okay.
Culturally, we have a patriarch society where the man is dominating all that. And for many years, actually globally, most of the community is a patriarch. So that's why you think the men have always had an edge on us. And then, so culture norms and culture beliefs have been one of the key reasons why the girl child has been kept out of the boardroom. But please note, as Uganda, when it comes to gender and gender inclusion, from a government perspective, I want to tell you, our government has done a good job in that area.
Isn't it just PR? Aren't we just talking? Do we have women actively involved in these things?
Some people are always talking about it being just affirmative action and just blah blah and whatever. But I am a product of whatever you call PR.
Okay.
I am a product of whatever you call affirmative action. When in 2012, I was chosen by the State Department as one of the community leaders to represent their country, because they choose about 60 community leaders annually.
Yeah.
And for the work they're doing. So, by God's grace, I fluked that award. And
Okay.
boom, there I was. But when I was in the United States that time, imagine the shock I got. The difference, equal pay, is a big deal in the United States.
In the United States.
The girl child in the United States can come for the same job and get peanuts, while the boy is getting a huge amount of money for the same job. Huh? This is America.
How come?
The standard.
Exactly.
You should have seen me. My eyes went Lady Gaga. I'm like, what is coming on here? But it is the truth. So, for me to have never even noticed that gap, it is there. We still don't have equal pay because of challenges like if I'm a girl, I mean, the boy child always negotiates better.
I think is that an efficiency thing? Are the boys more efficient than the girls?
Don't joke, sweetheart. Don't you joke. Come on. Look at Shadrach, guys. Don't joke, Shadrach. Come on. No. The girl child is actually more efficient because we pay attention to detail. We are governed by the spirit of excellence. Now we come on, Mama. Mama, let's go into simple terms.
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm going into this Luganda thing.
Okay.
When you get into a home, in home management,
yes,
of the two of them, who organizes the other?
I think. Okay, Remmie wins. Remmie wins.
So now, if you can get the woman's organization skills and you empower her with the knowledge she needs in the boardroom, sweetheart, it's quite something. So let us not get fooled. Women are very efficient.
On that point there, exactly. Why does it seem like we the men are taking a front row seat in terms of investment? Why does it seem like we are more at a step forward? Like, is it because we have more money than you?
Shadrach, did you just ask me such a funny question? Listen to me. The reason why the men look like they are getting a front seat over us, number one, it's an age-old problem.
You want to expound
a gender
that?
issue. I am. Culture, norms, and beliefs.
Does it still come?
Religion. Listen to me. A patriarch society. When you go into matriarch societies, you see that the woman is flourishing much easier.
All right.
But for generations, men have had an edge on us. What? Your wife is working? Oh, wow. Did she whatever? Actually, working class women were frowned on.
I would not marry her.
She's too much.
Yeah, she's too much.
Nakapachu.
Yes.
There are even derogatory names to talk about women who are like me, who carry themselves with confidence.
But some of those things are affirmative. Temufumba.
Listen to you. Shame on you, Shadrach. A spirit-led, God-filled Christian. Let me now go for the Proverbs 31 woman.
Okay.
She worked. She was God-fearing. She was respected in the neighborhood.
That's true.
As women of valor, as we champion the cause of letting the girl child work, we want men on board. Shadrach, I want every man to sit with me today and understand why the girl child why the man should be the biggest champion of women in investment, women economically empowered. God forbid, the mother of your children, you were driving a Lamborghini, you owned that building, you flossed around, your Lamborghini crashes. Let me give you an example today that is so heartbreaking. Kobe Bryant is gone.
Yes.
The plane is gone.
Yes.
Gianna, the one to follow in the legacy, also God has taken. Now, if Vanessa had not been groomed as a woman to stand in the space of business, if her girl children had not been groomed, they would be on the streets.
Absolutely. Now, on that point, we're going to go for a short break. But when we come back, we start exactly there.
All right.
I tell you, this lady is not someone who just picked up things and pocketed them or watched someone on TV. She's been on the plane. She's been on the bus. I'm not sure whether she's been on a border, but she's going to tell us after the break. Now, do not go away. We are live and we are at the Nube home. Well, if you just joined us, I'm afraid you missed the very first tantalizing segment that I was having on Remmie Male. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, now if you have a relative and they are not yet on their screen on U24 right about now, call them up, because I tell you, the desk is getting heated up, because the lady on the desk tonight, ladies and gentlemen, she's the creative director for Dominion in the marketplace. If you are a woman and you have been thinking about kicking the bucket in terms of investment and business, I think you need to think twice. Sit down, relax, or even stand up and watch your screen, because Remmie Male is here to change your paradigm and change your thinking in terms of investment. Now remember, we're still at the Nube Home Uganda. Now the Nube Home Uganda is on Kampala Road, opposite Shell, opposite KCB. They are the champions, and they've taken a front row seat in homeware, kitchenware, and gardening. Now walk in the Nube, lovely atmosphere, lovely people, and you'll get what you want. Now tonight is an exclusive where we are in their gardening area, and a set like this, you can get it just walking. Now remember to follow our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that is at Shadrach Kisame. You can do the same for the Nube Home Uganda, you can do the same for at U24, and you can do the same for Remmie Male.
Remmie Male. All my media platforms are Remmie Male, at Remmie Male, Twitter, at Remmie. Why are all my names that way? Let me give this tip for the woman who wants to go into investment, or boy. Because in branding, you have to be consistent.
Okay.
We have this tendency of calling myself Kuchi Kucha for Twitter. Tita Tata.
Tina Tana, that's the thing.
For Instagram.
Yeah.
Then Facebook, Chineke. So everyone is like, okay, I would like to know more about Remmie Male. The last they had your records of Remmie Male is in school.
Yeah,
now you're a business vessel, and most of the time your personal brand works hand in hand with the business brand.
That's true.
If you're selling mangoes, and I know it's you, Shadrach, my brother, I'll buy those mangoes because I love you.
That's so true.
So that means that your personal brand has facilitated your business brand of mangoes.
Wow.
So stop your kuchi kuchi titi tata nata nato nutu. Use your names. My name is Remmie Male, Remmie Male, on all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter. Do that for yourself. So let's go back where we were, Shadrach.
Before we even get back there,
Yes.
is Male your husband or your father?
What has that got to do with the price of coffee?
We just think
That's
about
my
it.
daddy.
We're just
It's my dad.
Okay.
It's my dad.
I'm
still a miss, by the way,
you're still a miss.
Shadrach.
Yeah.
A happy miss. Don't be sorry. So
I'm getting far away from that. Remmie, we're talking about now there are women out there and they're
Yes.
watching and they're thinking ninayo akakadde kange kamu naye engeri ebintu gye bitambula obusente bwange buyinza okufiiramu. How are you assuring them, because you are telling them we are very ripe for investment?
Shadrach, you didn't let me finish the other question. You first asked me why are men having an edge over us.
Okay.
I was still doing my blah blah and we went in a break. Let me finish that one. Then I answer this one.
Okay.
I was talking about the fact that we have patriarch societies.
All right.
We have cultural issues and we have religious issues. We have belief systems that have held us back for a long time.
That's true.
They have held back the woman and they have held back the man. The man thinks I'm king. What possibly smart thing could come out of a woman? But when they have embraced the girl child and given her a chance.
You mean Uganda government?
Uganda community, government.
Okay.
I don't do government to Yambe. That is government to do the young manyanga. And let me and you will do ours. Isn't it?
Okay.
Let's do this one.
All right.
Now this Ugandan community,
Yes.
as a people, what are we doing about ourselves? As government does theirs, we do us. Because
Absolutely.
government, that day somebody will go and touch government and say, omusajja wuyo yabye sente zange bamita government. If you can't tangibly show me who government is.
Yes, that's true.
Don't show me the president.
Exactly.
Don't show me the minister of education.
I know, Remmie, we've done a lot
Don't
of
show me
mistakes, sir. We attack the person of the president in the
Don't
shadow
show
of the
me.
government.
Don't show me the minister of trade. Don't show me. Show me that body called government here to Yambe.
Exactly.
It's a body. A government is a body and it's a
that's true.
system.
That's true.
And
That's
it's
true.
failing you because you're part of that system and you're failing the system. So between you, your government, ate weesudde wekka, you are the problem. You are the solution that you're looking for. And you are the government that you're looking for. So, as an individual community leader, yourself, what have you done? As Remmie Male, I have looked into my area and the girl child, and I said, this girl had a first degree, and she was a first class degree, and she became a housewife. This one went back home, and they were all brilliant in school, and they're unemployed. Year 1, year 2, year 3. I said, Lord, why is the problem? As a government, as a community leader, as a person who cares about my community, I started my foundation, Women of Valor Foundation.
That's patriotic.
And I started mentoring my fellow friends. That's where I started. I started informally. And then I had a 98% success rate. The potential you have on the inside of you, Shadrach, the boy child has always had support from the community. Musikaji jangu nja kuwa wano jangu. Abasajja bano bayiya, come, Shadrach nja kunyigawo. They have synergies, they know, the women, they are holding. Zakange kakano. Stop it already.
That's true.
Let's learn to invest in each other. Let's learn to support each other. These men coach each other. Let's learn as women also to coach each other, to mentor each other into success. So through the mentorship programs, we have a curriculum that trains us on personal branding. We have a curriculum that trains us on leadership skills, on marketing,
on
entrepreneurship.
So who tailors this curriculum?
Me. Okay. And guess what? You think I'm very smart. Let me tell you where I got the answers. The Bible and Google. And both those two people have never chased me away. You see, all information in the world is there on Google.
That's true.
That is the only person I know. You wake him up at 2. Mr. Google will help you. Actually, she's a woman.
So, Remmie.
Madame Google will help you.
So, Remmie, do you have these compiled? Someone can download them or something?
No. You pay for my class. Hello?
So they pay for class?
You pay for my class. In the beginning, I was being noble and charitable because it was a problem. And
all right.
I used to look for funders and donors to help me. It wasn't very sustainable and it was straining. And guess what? The funny people, because they didn't pay for it, they didn't value it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The people value where their money has gone. So slowly, I first made them pay 50. I saw a better turn up. I said, what's wrong with these people? I gave you free things, you didn't turn up properly. They can't count their money, they come running. Now I put it at 100.
So how long is this?
It's a 1 year. I choose at least 20 people. It's a first come, first serve call. And you come, you write in, you send me what you want, what's your dream. We train you, coach you, incubate you until your dream is moving. 1 year later, you become an alumni and you help others, and we go to the next person.
Do we have women that came with 0 and now they have businesses?
What are you talking about? Talent, I'll bring her here. I have so many from Tanzania, South Africa, Uganda, around the world.
No way.
It started like a joke. I'm kidding, what? One of my friends who passed through my very own hands was being called by Obama, hello, Modesta, what do we do for the youth of Uganda? I mean, of Africa.
Is that true?
I have worked with, I have found, I don't even want to give my testimonials here, lest people think I am, I want people to see practically. I should bring a testimonial, just me and you will do just testimonial.
Yes.
I bring them here. My people.
I think we should bring them to the desk is actually so long.
Desk,
the desk is so long.
At least I bring 3 or 4 or 10.
And they
20, 100. What do you want?
We'll do 5 and
we'll do 5. Here. We shall do.
I think we will.
Seriously. Because they will feel like that even the Bible tells you. We shall overcome the enemy by the power of our testimony.
The testimony, yes.
These people, we just believed in each other. We coached and trained each other. We held each other's hand for a period of 1 year. Boosted. I remember one of the last people in the last class. Let me use her as one example today. This is a friend of mine I went to school with called Nunu. Before I left Uganda, she had a very beautiful night called Poetry Night. And I used to love going
Which
for
Nunu?
it.
The
called
Nunu I know.
Nunu Kwivuga. So I'm like, Nunu, what's a banger, what's a bew? Why is Kwivuga?
Which
Nunu
Anne Kansime.
Yeah, Nunu Umuringa.
Yes.
Anne Kansime,
yes,
Nunu.
Yes.
I told her, no. Was a banger. Oh, Remmie was easy, like you're joining my class. What do you want? We went. Simple things like the vision board party. By the way, Shadrach, 29, you come for my parties. For my functions, I need you there. So I'm like, no. Wait a minute. Join my class. Before even the class was finished, Kwivuga was already awake again.
So these classes, are they the ones, because I've seen something you've done at Casa de Roy, are they the ones?
I do at Casa de Roy, I do at Fang Fang, I do at different places. It depends. We shut them in different places. But when you hear Remmie Male calling you for a class, run. If you want to prosper now.
Just run.
Remmie,
we can never exhaust this. I'm going for a short break, but when I come back, we just continue. Just start there. The good thing, you keep track. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, sometimes you're talking to women and you really see they are thinking. And then for others, if you do not talk like this, then you need to evaluate your thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, we are with Remmie Male on the desk. Do not go away. We are still at the Nube home and we are live. Do not touch your dial.